Welcome in. It's From the Bleachers, the podcast. Brought to you by the Fan Sports Network.
Welcome on in, everybody. It is From the Bleachers with the Fan Sports Network. Caden Formaster here, and joining me is Mark Musgrave, the voice you know.
Man, it has been a long time since I've been in this awesome studio.
It's changed a little.
A little bit, not much.
No, not much. Not really. We've got a new board in the studio.
Saw that.
We got some new technology.
My goodness.
That's about really it. That's about the difference. So
times are good here at the Fan Sports Network.
Times are good. We're having a good time. Listen, baseball season's upon us. We had our media day earlier this week. So yeah, I mean, we're getting into the thick of it. It's gonna be fun.
So you brought that up.
Yeah.
I'm a little out of touch.
Sure.
Who is expected to win the region? Who's some of the favorites for MVP?
Yeah. So
kind of connect me again, Caden.
I mean, listen, you're connected with the world of some Desert Hills sports a little closely. You know some of these names. I'll tell you this: Desert Hills up to this point is still undefeated. Preseason.
Wow. Nice.
They are the preseason favorites. They are number one. Hagen Reed MVP, preseason MVP as well.
Really?
So
and I love Hagen.
Yeah.
Hagen Reed is just a phenomenal hitter. I could also see that going to Andrew Wilson as well.
Yeah, Andrew Wilson, he's first team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's first team. No, we've got a lot of, solid baseball players. We always have solid Southern Utah baseball players. So what else is new?
But this is the year that 2025 group, like when Landon was playing, he was the 23s.
Yes.
And these guys were sophomores at the time. They started playing a lot of them started playing as freshmen.
Yeah.
And this was something that Desert Hills was definitely looking forward to, though. Is this group of 2025s, and this is the Crimson Cliffs of 22 and 23.
Yeah.
They were looking forward to those to the seniors of 2023, and this is Desert Hills' version of that as well. This is their time.
Yeah.
If they're going to do it, this is their best opportunity that they'll have. I don't know, again, being out of touch of the Desert Hills baseball, I don't know what their freshmen and sophomores are at this level.
Sure. But
I know that this is a very opportune time for them.
Yeah, they've got a lot of great players. They have dealt with some injuries already this year, so that's been an issue. But I mean, you've got players across the board that, last year there was one senior, and they played really well last year with a load of juniors. So obviously now they've moved up and are on, huge senior class of baseball players.
I love Hagen Reed's excitement. His energy level is always an 8 or a 9, sometimes even a 10 on the 10 scale. I love Hagen's just his whole ability.
Yeah,
his energy, his ability, his skill, everything that he brings to the table. That's a good pick for an MVP.
Absolutely. Well, we also, been a long time since you've been in the studio. Since you've been in the studio, your Dodgers are basically just like the new face of what to do with a lot of money. Between Shohei Ohtani and whatnot, you got a nice, shiny new trophy sitting in the trophy case.
Since I've been in the studio, both of our teams have won championships. My Dodgers, your Eagles.
Yep.
So yes, but the Dodgers are changing things. And I know a lot of people say it's bad for baseball, but building a dynasty, I don't know why that makes it bad for baseball. I know a lot of people are calling for a salary cap for baseball and things like that. And it's like, if this was your Colorado Rockies that were doing this, the fans of the Rockies, they wouldn't have an issue. If this was your team building the way that the Dodgers have, you're not going to have an issue with it. But the fact that it's the Yankees or the Dodgers, those are your two primary big market teams. It does make them the evil empire, and that's okay. I can tell you right now, if MLB executives were to, behind a closed door, tell you who they would like to see in the World Series, it's going to be the two evil empires, the Dodgers and the Yankees, because they have such a reach globally.
Yeah. Well, and that's who we saw. So that's what we got.
Right. Exactly.
So, fan, not a fan, real quick, of a either salary floor or a salary cap in the MLB.
You know what? I think more of a salary floor.
Because seems like the A's pay their players.
Absolutely. Yes. I think that makes more sense than a salary cap.
Yeah. I mean, at least at that point, it's forcing rich people to just to say, hey, stop pocketing so much money and actually pay some people.
You know, I listened to your boy Q.
I love Q.
You still have him on the show?
Every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
It's been a little bit, but, a tough year for the Raiders. So it's tough to get him on the show. But we have had him on, yes.
Off season has been
it's been really good. I need
a victory.
Actually, I need to get him on one more time here soon, just with preparation for the draft and whatnot.
Yes, for sure. But listening to Q and talking about NFL teams.
Yeah.
He says there's serious, unserious, and for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Yeah. And I think the A's, the Rockies, several of those teams that have just been in the cellar for so long, they're just not serious. Mm-hmm. And, or they're for entertainment purposes only. Sure. And that would be like the Dallas Cowboys. They have the money. But Jarrah, he does not like to. They're doing some weird things in Dallas.
Yeah, they're strange. I never know what Jerry's doing.
They are definitely for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
And hey, my team, the Raiders, silver and black, dude, they were unserious or for entertainment purposes only for many years. Mm-hmm. I do like what they've done in the offseason. Pete Carroll, I think, is a great hire.
Yeah.
Spytech, their new GM, coming from Tampa Bay, has that relationship with Tom Brady, who's also in there on their executive team. I do like what they're doing. I love the trade for Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Because that quarterback room, that quarterback position was a position they needed to get better at, and they are better. I think if Shador is still there at 6, I think they still take him.
Yeah, and I think they kind of saw that he's probably not going to be, and so they're like,
correct.
Let's just get our quarterback now, because then we can focus our attention somewhere else.
And then second or third round, you can take a flyer on a Jackson Dart or Will Howard. Howard knows the Ohio State Chip Kelly offense, and that's another great hire by the Raiders as well. So anyway, things are moving. I think finally, this is always the Raiders offseason, what we say. I think we're getting better. We'll see. I thought we were getting better with Josh McDaniels and those guys too, but obviously that didn't happen. But I do like what they are doing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know we're not here to talk NFL,
but we are here to talk a little bit more locally, because we do have professional sports in Southern Utah.
Yes. Thank you for mentioning that. A lot of people don't realize we have professional sports right here in Ivins, St. George, the greater Zion area.
Absolutely.
We have professional sports.
We do. And we have it coming here sooner than later. The LPGA is coming to town very soon. Give us some details on this, because I know tickets are on sale.
Yep.
I know they're still looking for volunteers.
Yep.
So kind of give us the lowdown on that side of it, and then we'll talk some details about what this tournament's going to look like in comparison to the PGA, if people went and saw the PGA event.
I love it. So tickets are on sale. Go to blackdesertevents.com. Okay.
Easy.
And you can go there. You can buy your tickets. You can buy grounds tickets, just general admission, which are great.
Yeah.
I highly recommend upgrading to a Greater Zion Club pass. Everything's all inclusive. So you can either buy a weekly pass, or if you just want to go on Saturday, you can buy a Saturday pass, or a Sunday, or a Friday, whatever day you want to go.
Sure.
Daily passes are available there as well. Everything is all inclusive. So once you enter the gates at the Greater Zion Club, and a big shout out to our friends at Greater Zion and the tourism board. They are great partners with us, and we certainly appreciate it. But everything's all inclusive. You'll get a catered lunch, drinks and snacks throughout the entire day are just grab and go. Yeah. You don't have to pull out your wallet. You don't have to pull out any ones and tip or anything like that. Everything is just grab and go. It's all inclusive, and
it's right on the course.
It's right on the course. It's between the 16th green and the 17th par 3, which that was it was amazing. It was a great place to be last year during the PGA Tour. And that also includes, if this is your thing, it also includes alcoholic beverages.
Hey, that's not cheap.
No, it's not.
In most places, that is not cheap.
So that's the thing. Everything is all inclusive, and the views of Snow Canyon, the Big Red Mountain, or if you're looking south down into Utah Hill and that Ivan Santa Clara area.
It's a great view.
Just a gorgeous view. You could sit there all day long. Even if you don't love golf, it is a great place to go and just be a part of something.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I agree.
Those views and everything that you'll have are they're amazing.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
So tickets, blackdesertevents.com.
Nice.
Okay. Also for volunteers. Now, if you remember right, our PGA Tour volunteer portal was closed within 24 hours because we hit the number so quickly.
Yeah.
We do still have some volunteer spots available. And plus, that kind of gets you the inside on being part of the PGA Tour volunteers as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we have all your information. You get emails, you get prior emails and stuff like that. So if you want to be a part of the PGA Tour and you're iffy on the LPGA, which I don't know why you would be, because these women are fantastic.
Oh yeah,
golfers. But to volunteer for the LPGA kind of gives you the inside track for the PGA Tour.
Like that.
And again, same website, go to blackdesertevents.com and you'll see a volunteer tab. I think it's on the upper right of the website, and just enter your information. I mean, you can be a walking score, so you're inside the ropes. You walk with the group that you're with, and you're keeping score. So you're inside the ropes. You get to listen to inside information, what the caddy is saying to the player and what the player's saying back to the caddy. I mean, you're inside the ropes as a volunteer.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a ball spotter out in the fairway as they're driving the ball, and one maybe goes maybe a little like your shot.
A little off the mark.
Yeah, a little like your shot, Caden.
Yeah, always.
Little slice.
Here's the good thing about Black Desert. It might pop back in. You never know.
That's true. But you can be one of those spotters out in the fairway. We have so many opportunities for volunteers, and it's just something to be a part of as well. It's just exciting. You get to meet some of the players. You'll probably get to meet some of the caddies. You'll meet other volunteers.
Sure.
And probably meet lifelong friends from there, and do that every single year. It's just something great to be a part of. Go to blackdesertevents.com.
Love that. So what's going to be different if someone went out to the PGA Tour? What's going to be some of the similarities, some of the differences between the PGA Tour and the LPGA Tour?
You know, the atmosphere and the amenities are going to be as high level as they were for the PGA Tour.
Perfect.
They're not going to be as big. The build outs aren't going to be as big, but the quality will be the same.
Love that.
The amenities, the catering, the food, the snacks, the hospitality will all be same level as what we just had at the PGA Tour.
Can I tell you, one of my favorite places on when I was there for the PGA was, I want to say it was next to the green for, was it 15?
Yes.
That you guys had that one. And I mean, there was all sorts of vendors and stuff in there.
Yep.
Great place to sit. You were facing towards the to the west. And it just was a really cool spot. And like I said, a lot of vendors, so there's food options available. You also had a fairway behind you. So if you wanted to just kind of go and turn around and look, there was whatever number that one is. That's right behind you.
That's
right
number
there.
11.
Number 11.
Yep.
So that was just kind of a cool spot for me. So I assume there's another build out right there that you'll be able to get some food and hang out and watch some awesome golf.
Yes, there will be a life elevated fan experience there. And again, another one of our great partners, the state of Utah, Life Elevated. We certainly want to give them a shout out as well. But yes, you'll be able to go there. I remember I was there one morning out there on 15, and you're exactly right. If you just turn around, you can see the number 11 fairway, and that has a speed slope. So it goes down the hill. If you can hit that speed slope, you're going to gain another 100 yards, and you'll have a little chip. Well, we were watching, and one of the PGA Tour players hit the ball from where they were hitting was way back.
Yeah.
And the ball was just barely moving as it approached
inching along
the slope. Yes. Yeah. Before it approached the speed slope. I swear the ball was almost stopped, and it just barely caught it by probably a rotation of the ball. And it just went down. Everybody started yelling and cheering. It was so awesome to watch that 11th fairway as well.
That's so cool. Yeah, that was one of my favorite spots to be. So, I mean, there's really not a bad spot if we're being honest. I mean, there's so many good spots to go in and watch. So, go check it out.
And let's not forget, this is the first time the LPGA has been back here in Utah since, well, it's been 60 plus years. I think it was like 1964.
Wow. And
it was played at Riverside Country Club up in northern Utah. And let me ask you it was 1964. So, Caden, I know you love trivia.
Okay, I'm down.
Who won that? LPGA.
I have no idea. In the 60s? I have no clue.
It was Clifford Ann Creed. Yes, her first name is Clifford. Clifford Ann Creed. She won the Riverside Ladies Open. That was the last event held here in Utah. So you're going to be a part of history as well. And I want to shout out another one of our great partners, because the way that the schedule falls is they're in Woodlands, Texas. It's the Chevron Championship. That's April 24th through the 27th, and that's a major. Okay. SkyWest we've partnered with SkyWest, and they are just being some really great friends of the Black Desert Championship. They're going to charter these women from Texas to St. George and help us out there with chartering those ladies to get here. So again, just wanted to shout out a few of our great sponsors and friends of the tournament. You know, you got the Greater Zion Club, you got the Life Elevated fan experience on 15. SkyWest is being a great partner with us as well. You know, it's a chance to be a part of history in Utah as well.
No, that is so cool. That is so cool. This is coming up on May 22nd through the 25th.
No.
Correct?
Nope.
Is it moved?
Yeah.
Or excuse me, I'm looking at a different date. I'm sorry. May 1st through the 4th.
Yes.
Sorry,
I
was looking at it. I have the full schedule up. I was looking at the wrong date.
Yes. May 1st
through the 4th.
Through the 4th. We also have sponsorship, and you know, if you want to get your business involved, we've got some sponsorships and some on-course advertising available as well. You can contact me, Mark Musgrave. Again, just go to the website, Black Desert Events, and it will direct you on where to go on that kind of stuff. But it'll be a fabulous event.
Love it. Awesome. Mark, thanks for joining me.
You betcha, man.
Thanks for hopping in the studio again.
Great to be back here at the Fan Sports Network.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again to Mark Musgrave, and thanks to you for listening. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever it is that you are listening so that you can follow along and catch all of the podcasts that we're going to be posting. Until next time, have a good one, everybody.